Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In today's video I'm going to be doing my first month check-in with the Tone and Sculpt gym guide. So I started this series last month, mid-month. I am a couple of days late. I had some issues with my video footage, so I've had to refilm. So yeah, I am checking in 3 days late, but it would have been mid-month. I have started week 5 of the gym guide, but you won't see that until mid-month next month, or next year really. So yeah, in today's video I'm going to be recapping my weights and things for the gym guide, to talk about what I struggled with, what I think I performed on most, what I'd like to improve on, any changes I'd like to make and things like that. And then I'll show you my progress shots. So I've done my video of my progress shots, which I'll compare to the progress shots that I did at the beginning of the month. And I also took measurements as well. So yeah, I'm not sure going forward whether I'm going to keep the progress shots and the measurements in there. I'm not sure whether I want the added pressure of the progress shots bi-monthly, so checking in twice a month. So let me know your feedback on that. Let me know whether you think I might find it helpful with the bi-monthly updates, or whether you think that I should maybe just stick to doing my progress shots and measurements in my check-in video. There's positives and negatives to it. On the negative side of it, obviously there is that pressure of trying to get the measurements and the progress pictures to look different. So having that twice monthly is that added pressure. However, on the upside, if I don't feel like I'm making much progress bi-monthly, it might be that I change things up a little bit for the second half of the month. So yeah, I'm just going to play it by ear. I may keep it in, I may not. I'll decide that for the next video, but for now I'm going to insert those clips. So I'll show you those in a bit, but for the time being I do want to sort of go over my weights and stuff for this month. Right, so if I keep looking down, it's because my laptop's here and it's got the spreadsheet with all my starting and ending weights for the workouts that I've been doing with the gym guide. I am on the 5-day gym guide plan. I didn't want to do the 3-day because it was just like 3 main workouts. I didn't want that sort of extra day. I don't really do the circuit workouts. I am going to include those this month, so I'm going to do the circuit workouts for 5 to 8 weeks, but I didn't do them from 1 to 4, and they're not really weight based anyway, so there wouldn't have been anything to really compare against, but I am going to include those next month. So we have 4 of the main workouts that I was doing. I was doing quads and calves, push day, glutes and hamstrings, and then pull day. So basically 2 leg days, 2 arm days, sort of separated apart. So we'll do quads and calves first. So that was consisting of 5 main exercises. I had to choose some alternate exercises because some of the exercises in the workout that I had scheduled had like a cable machine, which I don't have in my home gym. So yeah, so we had static lunges, split squats, plate calf raises, barbell squat and lateral lunges. So lateral lunges didn't change at all because I was just doing body weight for those. I didn't include any sort of dumbbells. Same with split squats, they are the devil, and I couldn't handle putting any weights in my hands, so I just used my body weight for that as well. Then the main exercises that we've got are the static lunge, which I initially started at 18.5 for the gym guide. Obviously I have been doing workouts in the gym prior to starting the gym guide, so I already had sort of a starting weight, but obviously this is to record how much things have changed throughout weeks 1 to 4. So yeah, to start off I was doing static lunge with 18.5 kilos, and at the end I was at 23.5. So that's gone up by about 5 kilos, which I'm happy with. It's improvement. It was going up every week. I was sort of upping the weight towards the end of the sets that I had. Plate calf raises, I haven't got any sort of weight recorded for that. Obviously, again, because I was doing these exercises prior to actually restarting the gym guide properly, some of my sort of PBs were with when Philip was there to sort of lift the weights on me. Now that I'm doing them on my own, I can't have as much weight on my calves, so yeah, I ended it on 12 kilos for plate calf raises. Barbell squat, I started on 28.5 and ended on 33.5, so again about a 5 kilo difference between those, so I'm quite happy with that as well. Then we'll move on to push day. So on push day, again, there was 5 main exercises that we did. That's not including the warm-up. There was kneeling push-up, barbell bench press, tricep kickbacks, shoulder press and bench tricep dip. I did find the upper body days extremely difficult. I feel like that's my weakest point, is in my arms and my shoulders, so the weight did improve from what I can see, but it's sort of, I wouldn't say demoralising, but it is a bit of like I do have a little bit of a Debbie Downer on those ones because I'm lifting quite significantly less on those days. So kneeling push-up, I'm still obviously doing push-ups on my knees. I can't do a full push-up yet. I hope that as I progress through the gym guide, I might be able to progress into doing a full push-up. So that will be interesting to see whether I can do that as the weeks progress. So for that, it was body weight, just normal kneeling push-ups, and same with the push-ups at the end. I was doing kneeling on both. Then barbell bench press, I was doing 18.5 at the start of the gym guide, and then I was at 23.5 at the end of it. So again, I seem to be consistently going up by about 5 kilos, so that is fine for what I'm after really. The weight is going up, so I know that I'm sort of progressing somehow. Then where the little improvements come, but are still improvements, so that's fine with me, was tricep kickbacks. So I started out on 2.25 and ended up on 3.5, so about a 1.25 kilo difference, and that was the same for the shoulder press as well. I was doing 2.25 and 3.5 for the shoulder press as well, so improvements, I'm happy with it, so that's fine. Then we come on to glutes and hamstrings. This was actually my favourite workout. Legs is my favourite workout. I feel like I am the strongest and the most empowered during my leg workouts. So yeah, I noticed a massive difference with at least one of the exercises. No, 2 of them actually. So we'll go through those now. So again, 5 main exercises for the workout. There was the barbell stiff leg deadlift, hamstring curls, barbell hip thrust, dumbbell sumo squat, and then leg abduction. So for the leg abduction, I was using resistance bands because obviously I don't have any sort of machine to do that. So I was just using bands, and I was using medium throughout, so start and end was on medium for that. They were at the end of the workout, so it was when I was most tired, so I didn't see any significant improvement there. On barbell stiff leg deadlift, I did notice quite a significant improvement. I went from 39.5 to 54, which I was absolutely stoked with. The hamstring curls, again, I don't have any sort of machine for that, so I was trying to use Chrissy's example of putting the dumbbell in between your feet and then lifting up into it, but it's almost impossible with the dumbbells that I have. So I've ordered some resistance bands so I can potentially use those for any of those exercises that come up in the future. So I was just using 2.25 because that's the only dumbbell that I could get on my feet. Then we got barbell hip thrust, which I went from 24.5 to 48.5, so almost double the difference. And then dumbbell sumo squat, I went from 7.5 kilo to 14.5, so again double the difference. So I sort of almost, if not doubled my weight in at least 3 of the main movements for that, so I was very, very happy with that. And then pull day, we had 6 main exercises for that. So again, this is one of my weaker days, so I'm not lifting as heavy. So I have dumbbell single arm row and double arm row, and that was in a superset. And then we had kettlebell overhead tricep extension, dumbbell curl, dumbbell bent over fly, and then barbell bent over row. So for the double and single arm rows, I sort of sticked with the same weight because it was in a superset. I wanted to be able to shift between the two pretty quickly. So my starting weight was 3.5 for both of those, and then ended in 8.5, so a 5 kilo difference, and I'm very happy with that. Then we had kettlebell tricep extension. I went from 5 kilos to 7.5. bicep curls, I was doing 3.5 and I eventually got to 6 kilos. The dumbbell bent over fly I think is like my weakest exercise overall. I went from 2.27 up to 3.5 at the end of week 4. And then the barbell bent over row, I went from 14.5 to 27. So yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with all the improvements. I went up in pretty much most of them. Most area of improvement obviously is going to be legs. It's a bigger sort of muscle group, and like I said, feel really strong and empowered when I'm doing those workouts, and they're my favourite workouts. Glutes and hamstrings, probably my favourite over quads and calves. So yeah, areas for improvement for next month will obviously be upper body to sort of build that strength. I have been noticing over the last couple of weeks that I've been getting some baby biceps coming in. You might not be able to see it here, but I am sort of seeing the baby biceps come in, so I'm quite happy with that. Goals, I would obviously like to be able to do a full push-up. Whether that comes between week 5 and week 8, I'm not sure. I will obviously let you know in the next update that I do. I do need to work on abs. I'm not really doing any unless it's included in the workout, and I think that's for only one of the upper body workouts. So I'm going to try and include the 8-minute abs or some sort of ab routine after every sort of workout that I do in the gym. Obviously I'm in the gym, so I may as well do it while I'm there, and it's only an extra 8 minutes, so I'm going to try and improve on doing my abs for the next coming weeks. And the last one is to try and improve cardio to sort of up my weight loss a bit. I haven't really been running at all. I've been favouring doing my home workouts instead of going for a run. But obviously it doesn't mean that I have to go for a run if I don't want to. I could do some skipping. I do really want to try and improve my skipping. I did a cardio finisher after some of the workouts from last month. I think it's like an 8-minute skipping finisher that you do, and I probably can't skip for more than about 20 seconds before I need to stop for a bit of a rest. So I would like to try and improve on that and be able to sort of skip consistently, and maybe sort of be able to do some of the insane stuff that Chrissy does on her YouTube channel videos and her Instagram workout videos. So yeah, that is a goal, to be able to sort of skip properly. So that is it for sort of weight and what I want to improve on, what I improved least on, what I'd like to work on, things like that. So that is that done. I will insert clips now of progress pictures and measurements, so you'll be able to see those now. Got from the front. So in terms of the progress shots that I just showed and the measurements that I've taken, nothing has really changed, and I can blame no one but myself. The December period, Christmas period, was always going to be tough for any sort of progress. I really need to be better with my eating, but I say that every month that I've done my check-in videos, and I go into things with the right mindset, but then it quickly sort of diminishes and I don't really know what's going wrong. It's quite frustrating. I know that I want to make the progress, but then I can't stop eating. So yeah, it's definitely something that I need to work on. I'm not sure whether I'm going to see any progress throughout the next sort of week or two up until the new year. I will obviously try to be the best I can with regards to eating, but I can't promise anything, so we'll just have to see how that goes. Yeah, not much else to say about that. Maybe we'll see something shift when I do my measurements at the beginning of the year, So it'll be the next video that I do will be literally at the start of the year, and I guess that'll sort of give me a restart. I'm not giving up right now, but it will give me a restart to sort of start on a fresh slate for the beginning of the year. So hopefully I can make some big improvements on the gym guide. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. I am super stoked with the weights that I've been lifting throughout the last 4 weeks. Let me know if there's anything that you would like me to discuss during the videos, anything that you think would be important for me to touch on. Let me know your opinions on whether I should do the bi-monthly updates or not with regards to measurements and progress pictures. But other than that, I hope you are all staying safe and well. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, whenever it is that you are watching this, and I will see you again in the new year, I guess. Bye.